we certainly have not seen anything like this with any current member of the Supreme Court, although we're reporting on the whole court. We've talked to a number of current and retired federal judges who said that even if the law may allow accepting these sorts of gifts, generally judges are extremely careful about accepting gifts. And we've talked to multiple judges who said they wouldn't let people purchase the meals. The other aspect of this is that Justice Thomas hasn't been disclosing any of it. There's a law that requires justices and other officials to disclose gifts over a few $100s, and he's repeatedly failed to disclose these gifts from Crow, including these tuition payments we're reporting on today.
And just one more thing, Justin. Any response from Justice Thomas or from Crow?
So Justice Thomas previously told us that he was close friends with Crow. He didn't respond for this story. Crow did send us a general statement saying he supports many young Americans at a variety of schools, and he also said that Justice Thomas did not ask him. Thanks a lot.
After almost 3 weeks of fighting, Sudan's two warring factions agreed to a week-long ceasefire. This morning, there are still reports of heavy fighting in and near the capital, Khartoum. The warring generals are Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, who leads Sudan's armed forces, and Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, also known as Hamati, who commands the paramilitary rapid support forces. As part of that ceasefire deal, they agreed to name representatives for negotiations, but each side still appears to be battling for control of neighborhoods around the presidential palace and army headquarters. Their fight has so far killed hundreds of civilians and forced tens of thousands to flee in the midst of a humanitarian crisis. Cameron Hudson is with the Center for Strategic and International Studies. He's also a former chief of staff to successive U.S. Special Envoys for Sudan and joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
So as we speak, people are dying, people are fleeing if they can, people are running out of water and food. Is there any prospect for peace? Do you have faith in these negotiations?
Well, I think it's too early to put much faith in the negotiations. What we have seen from both of these generals over time is a willingness to agree to ceasefires, a willingness now to agree to peace talks, but really nothing on the ground to suggest that they're in any way serious about those ceasefires or those talks. I think both sides see this threat as existential. They don't see a political future for themselves in the country as long as the other continues to exist. And so with that kind of bipolarity in thinking, it's hard to find a middle ground where you might find some negotiated settlement at this point.
But if the fighting doesn't stop, and as you point out, ceasefires keep getting called, the fighting continues, and people are being killed, and the capital's being destroyed in other parts of the country. I mean, what is a path to possible peace, especially if these two men are fighting for supremacy over Sudan?
Well, I think one thing that the international community is going to have to do if it wants to be serious about Sudan's future is to draw its own red lines. And I know that's a loaded term now, but we have to declare that neither of these two people can have a political future in the country. There has to be an exit plan for both of these people. We have tried multiple times to establish civilian rule in Sudan after the fall of longtime dictator Omar al-Bashir, but by giving either of these gentlemen and the institutions that they represent a foothold in the power structure of the country, they have been able to claw back all of the power that was lost when that former regime was deposed. And so I just don't think that we can any opportunity for them to reclaim that hold on power by undermining civilian rule. So whenever these talks begin, whatever format they take, we're going to have a very disciplined and unified international approach to not allow these forces to come back into power, even though we need them in the short term to lay down their weapons and agree to these talks.